What it is, what it do, man. We back with episode 13. T3MU TV Sports Show. It's your host, Niro.
It's your boy Roc. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. You know what's going on.
What's up? You got John back in the building. What's going on,
Yeah,
y'all?
he ain't back, bro. He's now on forever now. It's lit. It's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes,
I signed, y'all. No more my Mill Hassett. I don't just come in for the fill-in shows.
You feel me?
Niggas is on vacation.
You know what I'm saying?
We
That
back
nigga
now.
got that shit in up there,
I was
nigga.
about to say, we had to choose between you and Shannon. We chose you.
We chose you. You feel me?
We
Welcome
figured
to the
that.
squad, y'all. You
yo.
feel me?
Appreciate it.
We figured that less allegations is better.
Nah, that's true. He's dealing with a lot right now.
Yeah.
Shout out, Unc. I hope you get through it, brother.
Shout out to
Please.
Portier, whatever
Please.
that shit called.
I heard they was just about to give him a show. They was about to give him his own ESPN show. I forget what it was right now. I literally just saw it.
He probably get it, let it cool down, let shit get on ice.
It depends on how
Did he
that,
took
how
the
that
heat
case
off
go.
him a little bit?
Yeah,
A
did
A
he?
lot bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
For sure.
yeah. Them,
For sure.
Listen, boy, that's a wild boy right there.
They was gonna give him around the horn.
Oh, that would have been tough. Yeah.
All these gonna come around the horn.
Yeah, they knew they was
Yeah.
giving it. I mean, you was giving it to the right person around the
You
horn.
definitely would have had that shit popping.
You feel me? Around the horn, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo,
Uncle, yeah.
He definitely staying true to titles for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Doing that. Nah, he's on.
You know what I'm
Leave
saying?
my man Shannon alone, goddammit.
Listen, we gonna let him, you know what I'm saying, do his thing or whatever, but listen, you gotta chill out.
Yeah, he do.
You gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? But this, we got new flavor, no more mics, man. You know what I'm saying? We going wireless on y'all, so hopefully y'all enjoy it. You know, this is super
around on
brand
this
new. Yeah, bro, this is like super brand new for me. I feel like, you know, a newborn baby, you know, like this shit is crazy. It's technology shit, but, you know, I can't wait to get in the lab and see if I give it the chef's kiss, you know? So,
Heard you.
you know what I'm saying? The mics came through. You know, those are the Michael Jordan, nigga. We moving on to what Roc love, the new generation, the pretty, you know what I'm saying? But how's everything been with y'all before we get into sports?
It's been cool, man. I can't complain. Like I always say, weather's getting nicer. Whenever the weather get better, it makes it easier living in Boston.
Fact.
The only bullshit is whoever's in control of this Boston weather, please stop making it fucking rain on the weekend.
You feel
I
me?
don't know if I'm talking to y'all or God or who, but please.
Please.
Can we get a nice day on the weekend?
Dogs. Trying to cook up the burgers and dogs,
I'm
man.
trying to cook out on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees right now. We had rain all weekend, all Memorial Day weekend.
But you know it will happen.
You know.
You know it will happen for sure.
Massachusetts for you.
For sure, facts.
What about you, Roc?
Yo, man, you know me, man. You know I'm on my positivity wave, man. You know I'm just happy to be here, bro. Everything going good. Life moving good, man. We blessed. You know what I'm saying? Can I give a shout out real quick?
Go ahead,
Yeah, I
do
gotta
it.
give a shout out to. I just want to give a shout out to Kendrick, to my baby.
Okay. Okay.
That's my little guy right there.
2045 first round draft
Nah,
pick.
30. It's 2039.
Okay, 2039.
Yeah,
I went a little ahead.
39.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to age him like that. You know what I'm saying?
45 is crazy.
Word, 45 is crazy, but
Yeah,
you know, I'll be there with my cane, my nigga.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the little one for real though, man.
No lie.
Okay, man, let's get to it, man. We're gonna do our quick hitters. So we got one for quick hitters today, fellas. All NBA teams. John gonna hit us off with them. You know what I'm saying? What you want to start with? Third, then go up, or what you want?
Let's go third and go up.
Okay. I'm liking that. Start off good.
We had Detroit Piston guard Cade Cunningham. We had the Pacers Tyrese Halliburton with the Hally. We had your boy. We had your boy James.
You feel me? Big cuz.
That's why I said start off good.
That's start off good.
I know you want to start out there. I know that.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
Appreciate
we're
you.
going to end with my boy, J-Dub.
Okay.
Jalen Williams of the Thunder.
Absolutely deserved.
Very much so.
Okay.
Any complaints with any of that, fellas? Y'all good with that?
I mean, go ahead, Roc. I don't got no complaints.
I was at first. I thought I had a complaint about it, but I feel like J-Dub's proven why there should be no complaints made at all. No bullshit. 61 win team. I mean, not 61, 60 plus win team. Yeah. All-star, you know what I'm saying? All defense. Like, nah, he definitely deserved to be in that.
Absolutely.
NBA, yeah.
Absolutely. All of them do. I mean, it's tough when you do the All-NBA, so you can't be like, oh, I would have thrown Cade here. I just appreciate for what Cade's doing for Detroit, you know.
Yeah, just to get them back on the map.
Word, bro. Him and JB really, putting that stamp back on Detroit, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I love the All NBA third team. No issues with it at all. Good job.
Yeah, I'm cool with it as well. Shout out LeBron, 40-year-old, making the third team.
Yeah.
Come on, being the leader to Lakers for most of the season.
He being Father Time for real.
He really is. It's crazy.
He doing Father Time greasy.
So shout out Braun for that one.
Absolutely.
Wait, Braun's third.
Oh, sorry,
team?
no, that was second team. My bad.
Okay,
Braun's second team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're moving on to second team. Shout out to
LeBron, you know what I'm saying?
LeBron.
It's all love, you know what I'm saying?
Then we got Jalen Brunson
Uh-huh.
of the Knicks, Steph Curry, and we had Evan Mobley and Ant Edwards.
Mm-hmm. Well deserved. I mean, I'd be hard on Ant, but I would have thought he would have been first team for sure. But that's my only issue really.
Yeah.
I'm hard on him, but he does what he does.
I think because the team success, the team won 48 games or something like that. I feel like
but
if they would have won 55 plus or 50 plus, then he probably would have been in that discussion for.
But I hate that because it's like, do he take the trophy home or do the Timberwolves?
But like,
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. That's a
Like,
fact.
Nah,
bro.
that's a fact. But all right, but like, let's go to the first team and like, who would you? Ant's my dog.
Okay, so when we get there,
Yeah,
then
when we
we'll
get
say.
there,
Who'd you
they'll
sub
see.
him for?
Yeah,
Okay,
who'd you sub him for?
Okay. So
All right.
yeah, what about you? How you feel about the second team?
I'm cool with it. I'm definitely cool with it.
Yeah, definitely.
I have no issues with it.
No issues.
I'm like I said, shout out Mobley too for having a good season. Like you said, the Defensive Player of the Year
Yeah, All NBA. Yeah.
and the All NBA
Rightfully
second
so.
team. Like,
60
come on now,
plus wins.
Can't be mad
great
at
year
that.
for him.
Yeah.
Now first team, we got Giannis, Shai, Jokic, Tatum. Yeah, who's missing from here? I feel like somebody's missing on this list.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Let
4.
me check. Let me check the sources. Cause you know what your phone do when you trying to do.
Okay, super. Wait, who's the 5 that made it?
Yeah, who's the fifth
Yeah.
one?
it's
Donovan
Jokic.
Mitchell.
Donovan.
Yeah,
Donovan. Okay.
Yeah. It's cause that one is weird. They did it like
All right,
they didn't do it like the regular
Yeah,
other two
I'm looking.
ones.
I'm like, where's that?
So if I'm gonna be biased, I would say Ant
Cause they
over
Mitchell.
Giannis.
Oh.
And the reason I would say Giannis is like I feel like Giannis. I feel like guys like Giannis and Jokic are kind of a lock every year. You know what I'm saying? Those were like the last 2 MVPs of the league. I mean, well, last 3 because now Shea.
Right.
But I would say because like I feel like Milwaukee kind of struggled. I mean, they was a 4 seed. I feel like they should have did better than that in the East with Giannis, Dame, and your man Doc.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? Like he got. As Giannis, he's gonna get those numbers, that 33 and 12 or whatever he's gonna get. But I just feel like, also in the Eastern Conference, I feel like they could have done a lot better. Like they never once really, nobody ever looked at them and was like they could come out of the East, right? Where it's just like Ants in the West, and his scoring has increased, his assists has increased, all his numbers across the board have increased, but the team success isn't. You know what I'm saying, that high. But Milwaukee only won like 3 or 4 more games than them. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing in the West. Made a huge trade before the season.
First round exit.
Yeah, exactly. But those votes probably already in before, the playoffs and shit.
So
like
that I feel you. That's a great argument you made. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like Ant is doing, but he's in the Western Conference Finals again. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could throw Jokic in there. I just wouldn't throw Giannis in there no more. Even though people are going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because he on the market, but
Jokic is a lock. I feel like
100%.
yeah, that's a lock.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
he's
Until
probably-
Giannis maybe get to his new team, he a lock. But for right now, nah, bro.
Yeah.
You you ain't been
Jokic is a
achieving.
lock.
So y'all would take Giannis out.
Yeah, I would take Giannis for
I
Ant.
would.
I can't stand for this.
I would take Giannis. Okay, so
I tried to listen patiently, but that was ridiculous, fellas. That was ridiculous. Go ahead. You anything else you all want to say on the
I
soliloquy?
mean, I would take out Mitchell too.
Thank you.
You
Why
know what
not
I'm saying?
him?
I would take
He
out
got
Mitchell.
30 and 12. Like,
Yeah.
yes, his team is bad, but like you said, is it a team award or is it an individual award?
Yeah,
His
you know,
stats are his stats.
his stats are
Yeah,
his
but it's
stats.
about the team winning, though.
But
That's
what fault
of it
does
as
that
well.
fall on Dame, his co-star, and what fault does that fall on the Doc?
True.
Who I think is a bad coach, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think both of them got to take some responsibility, and they still had a decent year,
Yeah.
and he had good numbers. So I can't move him lower based off a team stat. To me, I can't personally.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, like I could move Mitchell. I mean, I could move Mitchell, like I was saying.
I can move Mitch.
And Giannis, I feel what you're saying, but
do it.
Yeah.
60. I mean, I hear
Giannis
that, but like
has never-
all
me and
NBA
Giannis got
also
smoked a little bit.
like team success has to count for that because we always love to throw in an argument. Oh, he can't lead a team, or so and so can't lead a team. So it's like if I win 60 games and I go further in the playoffs than you. We both lost to Indiana at the end of the day, but I lost 60 games. Like, yeah, your numbers are better than mine, but we're winning so much. I don't even have to play in these fourth quarters.
But that's my issue with all NBA in general because it's like, so are they the best 15 players in the league, or is it the best 15 players on good teams in the league?
Nah, it's who had the best. It's who had the best season. Like
It's whoever the writers like.
If
To
they
be
had
real,
a good season, then Giannis had a better season than, you know what I mean? You
It's-
can't
I
move
don't
him.
think so.
it's whoever
I
has
don't
the
think-
greatest
I don't think
story.
Giannis-
I've always said
I feel
that.
like
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I
with you.
always
Donovan's
said
story's better though.
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
right.
Whoever has the greatest story, they taking, bro. They not, you know what I'm saying? They not taking the real talent, bro. They taking the best
that's
story.
my issue
bro.
with it. It's narrative-based.
Whatever Disney story they could chalk up, you know what I'm saying? That's no shots to nobody, but I'm just saying, man.
Shots.
It's the best story.
I don't like how y'all do the list sometimes.
Yeah, it's the best story. That's the All NBA. Who the writers, persuade you to like.
To like,
Yeah,
believes
so-
that nigga.
Yeah, man. So, man, that's our quick hitters. We quick today. As quick as it ever been. You know what I'm saying? That's because we only had the All NBA. But you know what I'm saying. Let's get into the last four teams of the playoffs. Knicks versus Pacers been very interesting as the Pacers win both games at MSG, but the Knicks came in Game 3 and won. So, what's your thoughts on the series and who y'all think is gonna win the series?
To me, it's been the most interesting series. I think it's been the most fun to watch. The other one's kind of been a little lopsided.
Really?
Yeah, other
Yeah.
than last night.
Yeah.
That was the first close
That was the
game
first
last
close
night.
one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's been
I mean, it's
mostly
interesting the
OKC.
first three quarters.
Yeah. If I'm in bed by the fourth quarter, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
It's wrapped up.
Yeah,
but
these niggas is done.
it's
Let me
over.
tuck a low.
So, but the Knicks and the Pacers, it's competitive. I like what they have going. They got relatively good, similar match teams.
Facts.
So I think it's a system versus star players to a point. So it's cool to see that matchup
Great
break
point.
down.
That's a great point. System
So-
versus stars.
But I got to go with, so far, the system has beat the stars.
Yeah.
So I got to go with the system. The system works. And Halliburton has really taken that step, whatever step he needed to. He was already kind of in that conversation, but I know he got most overrated earlier this season. So I think that really put a chip on his shoulder because he's going to work right now.
He is.
He's going to work. And the team, you never know who's going to give you 15 to 25 on a given night.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I think that's important. They don't have their number two. The fact they don't have a number two almost helps them. It's Siakam for the most, obviously.
Siakam is the number two.
But like,
He's the number two
There's
for
a lot
sure.
of people who can take that role when he's having an off night or if he doesn't pop
Neesmith.
Pop off. Yep.
What's the other one?
Nemhart.
Nemhart. Yeah, I be getting him confused because of him and
Miles
Neesmith.
Turner might have a good
Miles
night.
Turner, yeah.
Like, they just have a lot of pieces and a lot of depth that play their role well. You got Obi Toppin coming off the bench doing his thing.
Word.
TJ McConnell comes in and does he's been in the league forever. He's never been a great point guard, but he does the little things that you need to win. So it's like he's chippy, you know. So it's like they just have so many players that do things. So to me, I got everything I've seen so far. I gotta go Pacers. Like even though we said we don't like to watch them play as much, I can't deny what I've seen. They got good basketball. They're coached well. They play hard. And it seems like they have whatever it is, the Achilles heel to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, like, I actually enjoy watching them now. You know,
I do
you
too.
know why?
Okay.
Yeah, Drew. You know
I
when
agree
you
with that.
when you used to hear a song you may not like, and you hear it a couple times, and you like, fuck it, this shit bump, nigga. Like you start singing the words, like that's how it is with me and the Pacers, right?
94.5 effect.
You on
the
dogs.
radio.
That's that.
I feel like with Indiana, it's like you just think of it like, oh, it's just the Pacers.
Pacers.
Like, who cares? That's the Pacers. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you just feel like that about them. But if you really watch them play, you're like, oh, all right, they play good team basketball. Like,
Facts,
it's not,
bro.
Like a lot of basketball now is unethical hoops, like completely. Like it's wild, bro.
It's wild.
63s, that's unethical. You know what I'm saying?
the facts.
That's wild, right? But how they play, like the shit makes sense. They get the ball, push the ball. They scrappy, like they
just don't give up.
They exploit mismatches. Like that's why they have so many guys that come in and give like 10 to 12 points or like you know what I'm saying, because looking for those mismatches. Or
Oh, remember what you said? Remember what you said? You like,
cutting, got a point
you
guard,
said
so
something to me. I remember you texted, you like, the Pacers is like, all the niggas they forgot about, but they still nice.
No
you feel me? That's how you compare. Like,
no
they're like the niggas you forgot about, but you know what I'm saying? Or the niggas on teams that niggas be like, yeah, trade him. Like, turn him out.
Like it's like it's ethical hoops. Like it makes
like
sense, bro.
most of their starting five got traded there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I believe
Except Nembhard probably is Nembhard. He's probably
Miles Turner.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the two, but the three.
Yeah.
Pat Siakam, Halliburton, and Neesmith.
Yeah. But it's like I feel like that also like goes to show like Halliburton, like he's type, and niggas might say I'm crazy when I say this, but like he's kind of giving off like J Kidd vibes.
All right, bro. You going too far. Just let the kid play.
Hold on. Let me elaborate. Let me rap.
I'm a big J Kidd guy.
So I am too.
I gotta hear this breakdown.
I am too, but like you know what I'm saying.
What the hell?
With the Halley, you know what I mean?
You feel me?
Like look at J Kidd's teams like when he took them to the finals. I'm not saying he's there yet. I'm not saying he's better than. I'm saying he's on that type of vibe, right?
Nah, I get what you're saying.
Like when the Nets were really good, like they didn't really have like another like superstar.
That's very true.
Like their point guard, Kenyon Martin was the next guy.
Yeah. Kerry
Kittles. You know
what I'm saying? I love you,
like,
Kerry Kittles.
Those were some good teams. Like you know what I
Keith
mean?
Van Horn.
Did he take them to the finals?
I think Todd McCullough was the center. Like who is that?
You know what I'm saying? Who was the white boy?
Scalabrini was over there.
Scalabrini was over there. Yep.
Van Horn, Keith
Van Horn. That's it,
bro. He had bad clutch threes against the Celtics,
on dogs. He was Kyle Korver before Korver, nigga. He walked so he could run, nigga, on dogs, bro.
So that's why I say that. Like you got, J Kidd, they like similar in height, stature. Like J Kidd's game is probably like more complete in terms of like, I still think Hallie's like
he got more work.
Yeah, I feel like he could add a little bit more to his game, but he shoot the ball better than J Kidd. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's for sure. True, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I love J Kidd, but like Halliburton definitely shoot that shit better than J Kidd. Because that's what the game is. But I just think in that sense of like you're trying to figure out, okay, who's their best player. They don't really have a traditional big man. Nope. Like, I mean, they do with Miles Turner. He's a big, but then when he leaves the game, it's like, who's the next big, right? Shit. Like, you got a bunch of scrappy, you know what I'm saying, guards, scrappy, like, high-level role players. I do like Mathurin off the bench. Like,
Thomas Bryant is their backup.
But he don't play that much, though.
That's what I'm saying. When Miles come out, he's in.
So you got
he's their enforcer.
Like Mathurin, he averaged 16 off the bench this year.
He's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
it's
tough.
Like, I just feel like Halliburton's on that type of vibe, like that J Kidd type of vibe, leading them. Like if he gets them to the finals, I'm pushing that campaign even
So you're
more,
picking.
like,
So you're picking the Pacers.
I think so, bro. I think so. I think the Pacers are gonna win. I think the last game, you know what I'm saying, they fucked around and they lost and they shot the ball terribly. You know what I'm saying? So
but they were up 20.
Yeah, bro. But like that's not. I mean, 20 is. Basketball's a game of runs, right? So if you up, they were up 20 in the second. They went into the halftime down 13 with New York having all the momentum. You know what I'm saying? 3 stops in a row, 2 baskets. Like that shit's under 10 points.
I'm just
we
saying.
Got 20 minutes left of basketball.
True.
Like that's not at that point, it don't really matter, bro. Like, and especially the way teams shoot now, 20 points is like 10 points.
Yeah,
now.
it is.
No bullshit.
It
bro.
is, especially to the Pacers.
Yeah, so like, I got them winning it. I think he's on that J Kidd vibe. About to take him to the finals. Now,
J Kidd went to back-to-back finals. Give him one more year before we go J Kidd. Yeah. But I see what you mean. Yeah. It's a very similar game.
Yeah.
And I think it just doesn't look as good as J Kidd made it look. So I think that's why it's harder to accept that.
And it's hard to accept what I'm saying as well. So that's what like
J Kidd was on his magic shit.
But he's on that type of vibe. But Halliburton is. He's on that type of vibe, bro.
We'll see.
So, yeah.
We'll see.
I think he could be. I think he could be.
We'll see, man. So you got Pacers as well winning the series?
I got Pacers taking it.
Okay.
I'll say Pacers and shit.
I mean, I got the Knicks winning. I think the Knicks can pull it off. They just have to close games, man. You in New York, man. One of y'all go sit down with Mono Rivera. Y'all know the deal. Like, I mean, the way they played the last game with using the bench is how they need to play. Tibbs always changing it up. He's looking wishy-washy. Really and truly, your job's on the line, brother. You feel me? So it's like, I think you stick to the strategy that you used last night and
but now it's like
use it for the rest. But McBride, bro, I gotta say this, McBride, you gotta. I used to vouch for you, my nigga. You gotta work. He on, but you gotta work on your shit, my nigga. You the shooter.
But that's the thing.
He gotta hit, clank, clank.
That's the thing about them other guys.
He building crates and shit. Like, bro, you gotta turn it up, my nigga.
Nah, he gotta get a handle so that way they can get the ball out of fucking Campaign's hand.
But
He got the ball way too much.
Payne, bro, he'll hit
they didn't
something.
play him last game though. They played the long right.
Nah, McBride played last game.
No, I'm talking about Cameron Payne.
Oh, okay.
They played the long right, but now it's like, okay, we seen that, so now we're gonna adjust to that and we're gonna prepare for these niggas. Because you wasn't prepared for the long right.
No.
Like even if he comes in and have a but like you weren't prepared for that. But now you know, like he got something on the scouting report. Take this away, make him do this. All right, let's see what he do now. And with those adjustments, I feel like Rick Carlisle, I feel like he's, out coaching Tibbs, championship winning coach and shit like that.
So you're saying when we come back, so y'all both are saying when we come back to the studio, the Pacers will be in the finals.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Because they lose tonight, and I think they lose the next one.
Okay. You're saying the Knicks lose tonight?
Yes, the Knicks lose tonight.
I think Hallie and them get it tonight. I think they go back to New York. I think New York get that one in the Garden.
That's the thing. They don't even defend the Garden well.
Yeah,
they don't.
I think they get.
That's why I think they get one tonight and tie it up.
If they don't get one tonight, it's definitely wrapped up in the Garden.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Moving on to our next series, man, because this shit might be a wrap too. You know what I'm saying? Wolves are on the brink of elimination. What adjustments do the Wolves have to make to shift the momentum back their way to push it to a Game 7?
Should we start with our
we gotta start. You know what I'm saying?
We'll let you break that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
coach your man's up. He needs some help.
Nah, hell yeah, for sure.
You need some help?
Nah, they just gotta stop beating themselves. Like that's what a lot of it. That's what like it's coming down to. Like last night, 22 turnovers and 19 offensive rebounds, and you lose a game by 2. Like that shows like you know what I'm saying. If you cut that in half, both those stats in half, like the outcome of that game could be completely different. So it's like, you know what I mean? A lot of times, like key stops, they weren't able to get because they weren't able to rebound. A lot of it is they're beating themselves. They're giving them so many more opportunities.
So you don't think OKC is swarming Ant?
Yeah. No, they are absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. They're swarming him, but they're not making it any better either. Like turning the ball over. Like you turn the ball over, they get extra points, and now like you're trying to force it, and you know what their game plan is. He needs to see 8 set of eyes every time he touches the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, definitely their defense is like they're playing outstanding defense to the point where like last night he was doing it. He was making the plays, guys was making shots, but there was too much that they were giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like
I knew that shit was wrapped up at halftime. When I saw Ant had 2 shots.
Yeah.
I knew they can't win like this.
Nah, they
unless
can't.
He's about to go Michael Jordan in this next half.
Who he remind you of?
Your boy. It was crazy because that's exactly what I thought about
too.
That's
disrespectful.
I told him he was looking like Big Cuz.
Nah, it wasn't.
He wasn't. Big Cuz this early wasn't doing none of this.
15 points.
Nah, yes he was. Big Cuz was finishing.
No,
with 12
he
in
wasn't.
the finals.
He was coming off the bench.
Nah, come on.
We ain't gonna do that. But we on
Ant-Man
Ant-Man
right now. All right.
I respect it. I get it.
Tough
you know what I'm saying?
That was tough.
I was supposed to shoot with 4 niggas in my face.
That's true. That's true. I get you.
I mean, Randall's
you got to make the pass. You got
to. Like they giving him no option but to pass.
They're suffocating
they're
the
also
fuck
not
out of
running
him.
no plays and no pick and rolls. It's just Ant ISO.
But you know what that comes down to? Gobert too.
So
he's just out there.
But this is what I feel like.
Gobert, bro. He's just out there.
This is what I feel like with my man Ant, right? He ain't really mastered the art of, I feel like, get to your spot. Right now it's like 3 into the rim, right? So the threes is like, we're going to make him shoot 30-footers over Chet, you know what I'm saying, contested. To the rim, there's 4 guys there every time, right? Like, you look at Shea mastered the art of, I'm going to get to my spot every single time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what, right? Like, Ant doesn't do that. Ant doesn't do that yet. So based off like how he plays, it's kind of perfect for OKC's defense because they got 4 or 5 guys they could throw at him every single night.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And then they got 2 7-footers at the rim.
Yeah.
So it's like It's tough, bro.
It is.
What the fuck you want to do? It's tough.
It's tough.
It's
It's tough.
I need him to shoot more than that, though.
Facts.
Just Chuck?
Just Chuck. I don't care. Because who else can do it?
Nah, that's a fact.
DiVincenzo had a good game, which they need him to have.
But that's what they want.
That's what they want. If you do that, then it's like, you know what the narrative becomes?
What?
Oh, he's chucking. He's super inefficient. He can't get it done. He's choking. All that. That becomes the narrative, too.
That's what's got.
You can't win with this.
He's getting there.
No,
he lose this year. He's getting there.
How?
Because that's 2 conference finals in a row he lost to 2 different teams. It's not like it's the same team.
Right.
And then he comes back next year, he makes it again. Or he falls in the second round. Niggas is gonna start talking.
You know what the issue is also? Normally we would use the age excuse, like he's young. But it's hard when we just saw Shea win an MVP and take his team to the finals and possibly win
the
the
championship.
26, he's 23 though.
What that mean? I don't give a fuck. 3 years don't make a difference.
Yes, it does.
In boxing.
No, in basketball too.
No, it doesn't.
So a rookie's better than a 4-year nigga?
A rookie can be better than a 4-year nigga. You wasn't saying Braun was better than most of the niggas in the league when he first came
That's
in?
Braun, though. Look what you're talking about.
He's an NBA player.
Yeah, bro. No, but he's the NBA player, bro.
No,
It's not. Like, yo, bro, like, you're talking about damn near the greatest player ever, bro.
But yes, there were some that came out.
There's
There's a few.
There's
a few.
There's a few.
And it's in that category.
All right, but
let's cut it out with the he's young stuff.
Nah, but that matters, though. You have more time. You have more NBA seasons. You have more time to figure out the game, right? You've been through more playoff losses, so you know how to
2 conference finals, and we still want to pacify him.
They was trying to give Ant the league.
Really?
They was trying to give him the league.
But did you expect him to be in either one of those conference finals?
Doesn't matter.
No, it does. It does.
Doesn't matter.
It does. Last year when they made it, was anybody expecting them to be the number 2 seed, number 3 seed in the West, whatever they were? No. Was anybody expecting them to come back 3-2 against Denver? No. Fuck out, Dean. No, you weren't, bro.
They're here.
This year when they traded, they lost the trade. They might not even make the play. You was right. Yo, your man might not make the playoffs. But
I was talking that high shit too.
If he make the playoffs, right? So he make the playoffs, right? And then he beat Braun and Luka. Oh, your man's, it's over for him, right? Right? And see Steph, it's clipped for him, right? No, but I'm saying nobody even expected Dog to be here.
Break
so
down that next series.
This one? He's losing to the better team. That's flat out what it is, bro.
And he's also losing to the better player.
The better player on the
because
better,
he has a better
team.
team.
No, he's
the better. No, see,
no, we're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that. Shea is the better player.
He's losing to the better team. And the system's way better. We just talked about system versus superstar, right? OKC, Shea's games, don't get me wrong, but they also play a system that is allowing him, that is maximizing what he does very well. No bullshit. They play with a lot more movement, a lot more continuity to their offense.
Yeah, so that's his fault.
Ooh,
Shea.
It's not. It's not his fault. It's not.
You know what I'm saying? It was blessed. It came in with the platter. Shea came in listen.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? No. Shea was on the bench. He was like, yo, little nigga, sit down.
The whole way.
You know what I'm saying? He was on the Clippers, bro.
On the Clippers.
Little nigga, sit down.
Bro, he was one
you know
of the best players, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he wasn't. Yes,
he was coming off the bench.
He was coming off the bench, bro.
Right.
That's why he got traded.
But he still was one of the best. When they got to the playoffs and they lost to Golden State, he was killing, bro. Only reason you know why he didn't start? Because your man's Doc Rivers wanted to start somebody else over him on some dumb shit. And then your man's Doc wanted to trade him. And then once he got traded, he had it on the platter. Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
But Ant had it from the get-go. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, because your man Cat couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
so now you blame it on Cat, but Cat in the same position as him.
Nah, but I'm not blaming it on nobody. I'm just saying, he's losing to the better team, and basketball and this shit comes down to the better team gonna win.
So what adjustment do they have to make?
What for them
to chase?
They have to stop being themselves. They gotta stop turning the ball over, right? They have to rebound the basketball, right? If you're given a chance, extra opportunities to score the basketball, you're gonna lose.
That's true. See, what about you, John?
To me, it's about they got to be physical with them. They got to play like they played against the Lakers, where they were more physically dominant.
Yep.
And also, I think Ant's got to be the man in this series.
He does.
Because I think this is, like I said before when the series started, I think this is the matchup that Randall can't exploit.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna come back to earth, and he kind of has.
He definitely has.
So that means that That means that Ant's got to step up and do everything because you're hoping that the role players outside of Randall are going to get it done for you.
Facts.
The DiVincenzo's, the Mike Conleys, the Rudy Gobert is going to give you a 10 and 15 or some shit like that. McDaniels is going to give you maybe, like he was doing against the Lakers, get you a couple 20-point games. Like, you're rooting for that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot harder. So, therefore, you need Ant to be that guy all the time. You need him to give Shea
No more 13 or 10.
Nah, we need 30s. 30 balls.
Yeah.
25 plus only. That's the only way it's going to be close because I don't know what you're getting from everybody else on a given night. But he's got to do it. And even if it's not falling, he's just got to shoot it because who else would you rather shoot it?
Facts. 84 Mike would have taken 25
fact.
attempts.
Nah, that's a fact. He definitely got to get more shot attempts. But you got to stop turning over the ball.
Yeah, that's true. No.
Yeah, that's a
you can't shoot it if
right.
you don't got the
Exactly,
ball.
that's what I'm saying.
Coach Roc knows best. You can't turn that rock over.
And then, like, when you know what I'm saying, like, you playing defense, NBA is only 24 seconds, but, like, the Thunder make you work on defense.
They do.
Right?
And for every second.
Right, they make you work, right? So it's just like, you get a stop or you get a switch and the guy don't communicate and, like, they move without the ball. So it's like, you know, they get an offensive rebound or something like that. It's just like, damn, bro, that's just deflating. You know what I'm saying? And when you compound those bad plays after bad plays, it's like you're not gonna win. That's not winning basketball. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
So,
you're right.
You got one team that's playing winning basketball, and they got you know what I'm saying, arguably the best player in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like. It's kind of written for them. I'm not giving up on my man.
Don't do that.
Nah,
don't do that.
Nah, I'm not giving up
Don't
on
say
dog.
it's written for them. Don't do that.
It's written.
You see, he be sneaking shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because I'm saying, like, look what they got going for them, bro. They got
bro.
They checked the boxes.
They earned this. They worked hard for this.
They did.
When did I say that's why I say it's written though? You talking about sneaking
okay.
shit? Shit's going over your head.
You're not. I didn't know you had the Nas word to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was written. I thought you was trying to say on some bitch nigga shit, get out of here, like it was written for these niggas to win. You know what I'm saying? They won 64 games.
They built this shit up. They built this shit up year after year. You could, like, if you watch them over the last, like, 3 or 4 years, like, you could see they were trending upward.
Nah,
right?
facts. Almost like the Warriors.
And then they made, the 2 moves that kind of really, like, help, you know what I'm saying, help solidify. And they brought in 2 vets. They brought in a guy that won a championship, and then they brought in a solid piece in Hartenstein. So you could see this brewing up. You know what I'm saying?
Just like the Warriors bringing in Iggy, except Iggy wasn't a champion yet.
So
but he was a great dynasty. It could be them versus the Seas.
You know what has to happen?
What?
They have to get 1 first.
They do.
I think in this year they're going to get 1.
They will.
I don't think anybody on the East can fuck with them.
Hopefully in another, 10 plus years before the season.
Nah, that team is kind of scary. Good.
Like
the Thunder, no bullshit. Like, that team is real fucking good. And if they get a championship, like, I mean, we'll talk about it in the show, but if they get a championship, they could definitely be going in a huge direction.
Facts. Absolutely. Okay, man, moving on, switching gears. I think y'all might like this one. Which star would benefit most with winning their first ring? Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Halliburton, or Shea? Who would you pick?
I want to say Ant because the fact that they've been trying to give him the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like
almost
to what you've been saying. It's been written for him almost. Like
yeah.
That's kind of the narrative that they've been pushing. Like it's his league. He's go. So I think if he won a chip, that he would now kind of put him as the center of the league.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Even though they've been kind of wishy-washy on who is it. Do we give it to him? Do we give it to Ja? Do we give it to Shy? Like I feel like it would be better for him. But I feel like Shea is so set in stone right now with his MVP of what he's doing for the league that I don't think, even though I think the way it's set up,
have to give it to him.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They have to. He's already taken it. You know what I mean?
Word.
So I think that this would have helped Ant a little bit more than Shea because he's already taken the league by storm. We already know he's top tier from last season and this year. Because a lot of people wanted to give him MVP last year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So it's like he's kind of it's his time right now. That's already
It
known.
is. The NBA's new superstar is a top boy.
Right, no bullshit.
You know, he might be from Canada, nigga, but he got some
all
London
the Adidas commercials, everything's been pushing Ant to be that guy, and I feel like
because he's American. He's the American talent, so they're gonna push
At least
it.
the
Like,
one that's not
you know
holding
what I'm
guns
saying?
and shit.
But it's to say like, yeah, that's true, bro. He fucked it up. He fucked up.
But Shea, I mean,
but I'm just saying, like, they could have pushed Jokic. They could have pushed Shea. They could push Shea. They want an American.
nah, but Ant's the most
talent.
marketable though. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
by
his
far.
personality.
Relatable.
Nah,
That's
no
most
bullshit.
relatable.
You're from America. You're gonna say that.
Nah, bro, what
I'm
you mean,
saying,
bro?
I'm just
Pushing the
saying.
international
Why
person
can't
is better.
Shea, you.
It's more money.
No, it obviously
yes,
it's not.
What do you mean? The NBA
They-
is all international. Jokic
Okay,
doesn't
so
have-
you saying that, but why isn't Jokic the star?
Because Jokic isn't marketable, bro.
Correct.
It's about marketability
Personality.
as well, bro.
It's about
It's
personality.
about the shit has to sell, has to jump off the sell. Little kids gotta wanna play like you on the court. Gotta
It ain't marketable. It ain't marketable right now. Not with his baby mama situation.
that's a bad
see,
hit.
you're
Not with
bringing-
his baby
nah,
mama.
see,
You
can't
seen
do
when
that.
I know
Nah,
you seen the
can't
video
do
with the
that, bro.
auntie when
Yeah,
she
bro,
said
but
she
you
wasn't
can't
gonna buy the
do
cake.
that. See,
I'm not buying you
See,
these shoes.
See, now you
Tell him
can't
take
do
care of his
that, bro.
kids.
You can't see. That's probably somebody that's close with one of his BMs. That's his BM's people.
Sending out her own propaganda.
Because seriously, she wasn't recording him walking up there the whole time to pick his shoe. She had to go tell him to pick that.
Because he
one.
picked that shoe up, nigga.
So
she
she
like,
just recorded
hell no.
She just recorded him.
Dog.
All right. Anyway, like I was saying, it's about marketability, bro.
It
It's about
is.
who you can push.
I'm
you know what
not
I'm saying?
gonna
And
disagree with that. I concur.
It has like the personality. You know what I'm saying? Like for that,
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
He has, you know what I'm saying? Like he has some like outside of basketball, like he could be some, you know what I'm saying? Like he was in the Adam Sandler movie, right? You know what I'm saying? Like he.
Oh yeah, Hustle. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like he's way more marketable than Jokic, bro.
But chips
Like,
gotta
you
come
know
with
what I'm
it.
saying? And like kids want to be like kids want to wear his name, but you got to give them time. It took Mike 7 years, 8 years to get a ring, bro. No bullshit. You got it. That's what I'm saying, bro. You
Okay, how old is he?
But they
Bro,
also,
he's
but they
23, bro.
they said it was Mike's league in like '88. You know what I mean? When he won the MVP.
4 years
It's
later.
4, but that's the
4
same
years
thing that
later.
they were saying about Ant, though.
How-
It's 4
Ant
years
been in
later.
it?
86,
Nah, Ant's
84.
Was it
five.
86 or 88?
I think it was
84.
86.
He
Because
came
if it's
in
86, that's
84,
2
he got
years.
drafted
He came in 84.
Nah, yeah, he got drafted in
Okay,
84.
okay.
I thought you were saying that.
Nah, he won it in '88. '88,
Okay,
he won the MVP.
MVP.
Yes.
Yeah, but so
Okay.
all right, but
And DOP.
That's
won.
4 years, right?
Yeah, 4
Okay,
Ant
but at
been in
that-
the league 4 years?
But I'm gonna be,
Yeah, about
but
that.
yeah, at that time he was definitely the best player in the league, like hands down, bro.
Who?
In '88, by then,
Jordan.
was definitely the but nigga thing was on their heels on the way out. Like you know what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying,
All
for
right,
Ant's
but,
time.
But Shea.
So
Shea
wait, who you
definitely-
picking?
Who I'm picking?
Yeah, who benefits more?
I'm picking Shea.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Shea just because of like where he's at right, like John was saying, like where he's at right now with his star power.
I think, okay, my fault.
And then like some of like the big commercials, like he just signed a Converse deal, so I don't know how many like big time, you know what I'm saying, commercials we're
throwing
gonna see.
jabs
No, I'm not, bro. But like the NBA is gonna show Adidas, they're gonna show Nike, right? Like they're gonna even Under Armour to a degree, but it's like Converse. Maybe now since he's like the
guy,
like one of the guy in the league, they're gonna show it more.
Yeah.
But they're not looking to show Converse over Adidas in an
they're
NBA game.
You see how they're doing the marketing? Like when he beat Boston, they put it on our building and shit.
What?
They put his logo.
Oh, Shea.
Shay's logo, yeah. They put the Converse Shea logo on.
But this
on
is
like the
I
team.
can see why they do that in Boston though. Converse is you know what I'm saying.
They've been doing it,
Boston.
and when he wins, they put it on different buildings in different cities and stuff like that. So
Okay,
that's
so
kind of
they
been like
bring-
their marketing thing.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna
just-
bring their brand
100%.
high as fuck.
He
Like
just, he
you
just
know, like
having himself everywhere type shit.
yeah. Now he gonna bring their brand high as fuck. So you know what I'm saying. That definitely. The ring will definitely boost that star power more. So I would say him right now because you know what I'm saying he got it.
Also, to your center argument, why doesn't Jokic, like, why isn't he marketable like that? It's like centers don't really sell shoes and shit.
True.
Like, who the fuck, like,
Shaq did.
niggas wore Ewings a little bit. Niggas
Yeah,
wore
you
Shaq,
right.
You know what I mean?
And
Niggas don't
centers
really,
are hard to be marketed.
And it's like you can't be like, I want to play like Jokic really because it's just like
Right.
some
Homie
of
was
this
in
shit.
the gym saying
Nah,
Jokic.
he definitely was.
wanna
But
play
it's
like
just
Jokic.
but it's just like
Niggas are
his
relevant. Jokic.
build's not really like
Marketable.
what you see at the prototypical NBA. Shea's more is like 6'6" guard, get to his spot. Like Jokic shit is
more pretty.
Yeah, Jokic shit is that shit. He's just gifted with. He can't even jump on the table.
Where he a YMCA nigga, he just get buckets. Man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I
But-
definitely say Shea. Who you say?
I'm surprised both of y'all say Shea. I mean,
Nah,
it is kind of
I said Ant.
Ant. You definitely did. My fault. I'm gonna say Brunson, man. Brunson would definitely benefit the most
fuck with
because
hard,
he's
bro.
tough,
You
short
fuck
guard.
because he's a
like,
lefty, yeah.
You know what I'm
it's true.
saying?
His
Pop played out in Salem. He
lefties.
played in Mass. I gotta show love. You feel me?
Yeah.
But Brunson is tough, bro. I love to watch him. He's somebody you just want to cheer for. But at the end of the day, bro, he would benefit the most to me because being in New York. It's gonna, you feel me? It's gonna take him to a skyrocket level. You feel me?
He took a pay cut too. He took less money so they could get
in
Michael
New York
and
hasn't.
OG. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he took less money this summer. He could have got a super max, but he took less money, and that's why they pulled off the Cat trade.
I respect that
because they feel like that they could re-sign Cat because he didn't like bottle all the money up.
He didn't take it all.
Yeah, he didn't take it all.
Nah, bro, he's him, bro. He's him, and he's building New York. You know what I'm saying? Getting them right back in the
He brought them
playoffs.
back to life.
Yeah, bro. And if they make it to the finals, bro, they're already saying he's better than Melo, which I don't agree with. But you get where I'm going?
Yes, and that's why
You know what I mean?
that's why I don't think he needs it. He's already certified.
Yeah.
Like New York is a place where they lose so much that anything that he does is.
But if
done.
he went in the Mecca.
Yeah, it could help him, but think about it. He's already goated there. They're saying he's better than Melo.
Tight.
Think about how long
he's
Melo was there.
He's semi-goated. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's semi-goated.
To the conference finals.
Did
for
Melo
the
get
first
this
time.
far?
Never.
So what the fuck? What are we comparing right now?
I mean, the reason why I say
What are we saying?
the reason why I say he ain't better because skill for skill.
Yeah,
But,
Nah, talent
you know,
wise,
my
like,
eyes-
like a
New York-
better talent.
my eyes work, my nigga.
Yeah,
you
like,
feel me?
No.
we talking New York tenure. Just time in New
Yeah,
York.
just
Who's
no.
a better
Yeah,
player?
Jalen
than
Brunson.
Overall player, Melo for sure.
Oh,
like,
night and day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, nah. If you're
like,
saying
As a
they're
Knick?
Yeah, we
as
just
a
talking New
Knick,
York
as a
tenure.
Knick, yeah,
you
for
gotta
sure.
go Brunson.
Yeah, you gotta
Gotta
go
go.
Brunson.
You gotta
yeah.
go Brunson.
So that's why I'm like, he doesn't need it. He's already certified in New York. Like, I got New York homies who fucking will die for this man right now. They're talking about he's the best thing they ever seen.
Best thing
I
since-
can't tell them Michael Jordan is better.
Nah.
If Brunson dropped the shoe, they lining up for that shit.
lining
right now.
up,
So like,
bro.
where he lives and where he's at, he can't go no higher.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like he doesn't need it where Ant needs it. Like I mean, he's probably goated in Minnesota too. I don't know what the fuck it's like.
I
over
feel
there.
like
But
the person who most needs it is Halliburton.
I can see
Ant
that.
don't really need it
Yeah.
because, like you saying, or I'm
Yeah.
saying he's marketable.
I could agree with this.
Shea,
Halliburton,
I
yeah.
could
Shea
change my
has the
opinion.
accolades.
I like that.
Brunson
I
is
like
in
that.
New York. You feel me? So who
Halliburton,
really
they say he's
needs
overrated.
it is him. But
They already called him overrated earlier this season. So
Well,
You
yeah.
feel me?
I feel like even if he gets there though, I mean, like winning solidifies it. It changes everything.
changes everything.
The whole dynamic. But like just him getting there, I feel like that puts him in like a different conversation.
Talking about Brunson?
Nah, I'm talking about Halliburton.
Halliburton?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like to be traded there, Indiana. Like y'all made it last year, everybody thought it was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all come back this year and like y'all surpass. You know what I'm saying? Like where y'all was at. It's just like.
But since you on Halliburton, we on Halliburton on the next topic. So
Yeah, we
let
can
me
jump.
just
We
get
can- yeah, we
we
can
gonna
jump.
give you the question because you kind of naming some stuff where it's like you trickling down his shit where it's like, you know what I'm saying? But the question is, you know, is Tyrese Halliburton a superstar? You know, like we were saying in the episode, labeled overrated, you know, by his peers. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't writers, this is by his peers. So, you know, you feel that. You
That's
like,
so
damn,
disrespectful.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he has a gold medal, right? 2 conference finals appearance.
God damn
You know,
that
on the brink of, you know, making his first finals appearance. He's 2 wins away.
Let's caveat that gold medal. That was a group project.
That was a group project.
Hey, when you get an A on a group project and don't do
Yeah,
that,
I
we
did.
don't
You
man.
still
I
gonna
got a
get grade,
couple
still
of
gonna
those.
get GPA, but shit, you didn't do much.
You didn't do
That's
much.
it.
I got a couple, but
So is he a superstar?
is he a superstar?
Yeah, I think he is. I think you got to put him in there. Like, and the reason I say that too is like, like like it always goes back to like, how can you lead your team, right? Like
Yeah.
that's not. We just talked about how that's not a traditional group. Like, who's a superstar over there? Like, who's the guy, right?
Yeah.
If you say it's Pascal Siakam, okay, like you wouldn't look at Pascal Siakam as a number one.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's making this team this good. Like he's the engine that's like, and everybody else comes in and do their part, right? Like everybody else, but he's the like, you know what I'm saying? He's like the chef. Like he's the one that's he's making it cook.
He prepares the meal and cooks it.
Where his passing ability, right? He's always up there at the league, like the league leaders in assists, in the top 3. You know what I'm saying? Took a hit this year a little bit in like scoring. Yeah. But like I said, I feel like it's giving Jason Kidd vibes, and Jason Kidd to me was, like a superstar, and he has those moments. Like in those moments, he has those great. He might not have always a great game, but he'll have those great moments where you need your guy to be the guy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like even you get by Bridges, right? You go, instead of going to get a layup, like he pulls back and goes for the 3. Right? To me, that's like, this nigga is like, he feel like he has a ride. Like he's trying to gain.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
So like, I think, so like, I definitely would get a knock to Hallie. What the hell?
You'll give what the hell he's a superstar?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's the new J Kidd.
Oh, all right.
I'm rocking.
J Kidd like.
J Kidd like, word.
Same draft class as AE.
It's true.
The word. He is. He really is, and they shining.
But yeah, I'm with Roc on that one. He's proven to me that he is a superstar.
Yeah.
I think one of the big moments for me was when I was watching what was it? I think it was game 2. Was that the Naismith game?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I was watching that game, and obviously Naismith hit all the threes. Like
no, that was game 1.
That was game 1?
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
Game
right,
1, when he hit all the threes, I'm watching that game, and he hit, 7 in that quarter? 6 in that quarter, I believe, in that fourth quarter. So
boy, it was hot.
Crazy hot. So I'm watching it with Quest. We watching the game. He's like, obviously that came down to that last shot that Halliburton ended up hitting. And he was saying, we got to give it back to the hot hand. Give it to Naismith. And I was like, I don't feel that way. I was like, I think we got to give it to Halliburton. Yeah. He was like, you feel that way? So that was it to me being like, damn, like I want to give it to Halliburton because he's a superstar. Because I trust him. I know he's the hot hand in Naismith. Yeah. But the fact that I want to give it to Halliburton because I trust him in this big moment, that's a superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That means that you trust him in a big moment. That means he is the guy.
Yeah.
So what other argument can I have besides that?
Nah, that's true.
So
that's true.
At that point, that he's a superstar.
He is superstar.
It's hard to say it. It doesn't always feel right, but
the
performance is the performance.
Fact.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I gotta give it. I agree with both of y'all, man. I concur. Like he is a superstar, man. Like I said, in the beginning, I didn't even like him, but he fits my tradition he fits my point guard mold, like traditional, pass first. He's looking to get his teammates involved before he scores himself. So, and he's been very successful. Head down, plays, grind. Not really hearing too much from him. You know what I'm saying? His work does all the talking. You know what I'm saying? You look up, he's there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's not up. Somebody we talk about through the season, we like, oh, did you see the Halliburton game? He's not like that, but goddamn, when it's May or almost time for June, he's right there, bro. He's right there. So, he's one of the new superstars that, emerging itself along with Ant and Shea. And you just got to give him credit, bro. You just got to give it up to him, I can't hate on him,
Yeah.
I'm starting to like the Pacers, like I said.
Him and Shea, 2 tall ass guards, 6'5", 6'6".
Word.
Like that's
the future build of
that's
the
future
league.
build.
Guard build.
For the guard build. Like right, you see the wings now, it's anything 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", 6'7". Anywhere from that 6'7" to 6'10" range is like guys you can put on the wing. But the guard build now, it's looking like it's gonna be, more of that 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" type. They definitely. If that's the finals, that's gonna be like a fun matchup.
What the hell he gonna get cooked? But we'll talk about that. You feel me? But leave a comment, man. Let us know if y'all think Halliburton's a superstar. Because we sure do. Yeah. But moving on, You know what I'm saying? Okay, we moving on. History will be made in the finals. In the last 7 years, there's been in the NBA. There's been 7 different champions. Do we like this? Do we not like this? Is this good for the league? Is this bad for the league?
I'll start. I brought this up a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the league. I think parity is good for the league. I mean, before we only had 2 teams in it at a time. I mean, obviously, the playoffs was a good run, but at the end of the day, it was really, during the early 2011 to 2015, it was Heat versus Spurs, and then after that, 15 to 18, it was Warriors versus Cavs. So it's like, how much could we have seen that? We saw it so many times.
Yeah.
So I feel like the parity of new teams always keeps it interesting. I know it kind of takes away from the rivalries a little bit because you never see in the same teams.
Yeah.
But then I feel like you can still create rivalries with individuals. You know what I mean? Because Devin Booker and Luka don't like each other. You know what I mean? They don't play each other in the finals. But they still got beef, and we get excited for when they play each other type shit. Yeah. So it's like that. You can have some of that throughout the league with different teams and different matchups. It's just.
I told you not to let Roc persuade you, but you did.
Nah,
you did. He sounds just like you that episode. He sounds just like you. I'm like, wow, John, wow. Really?
That rivalry shit's dead, bro. Like, it's a play. Like, everybody knows it's a player-driven league right now.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always gonna be I definitely, respect like the Celtics versus Lakers rivalries and some of the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Pacers and Knicks is one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you definitely when they you gotta respect those. But rivalry is just like a term that's just used in in sports. But if you don't got the players to make it happen, then it ain't really happening. Like when the Pacers played the Knicks when it was Melo versus Paul George, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't
the same, you know what I'm saying, as it is now. It's really the players that make that shit. So I think it's good. I think the parity in the league is perfect because like for real hoop lovers, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like you get to see teams growing, you get to see coaches growing, and you get to see like year to year, you don't really know, like it's sports, you know what I'm saying? You could be one you know what I'm saying, road ankle away.
Facts.
From a championship or some shit. So I think it shows too, like the star power in the league. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great for the game. The game's just evolving.
Also, I feel like if you're not from one of these big market winning cities, like we're from a city that loves their team.
Facts.
So they're gonna follow it. New York, same thing. They're gonna follow it. Philly, same thing. They're gonna follow it. LA, same thing. But like, look at Charlotte. You think Charlotte gives a fuck about that?
Because they suck for a long time.
But that's my point, though. They care about LaMelo.
Yeah.
So like it's player based. Like those cities might not, like those low level cities like that. They don't probably care about the team. They might care about players. They might have the connections to the players.
And but the thing is too, is like I agree with that for sure. But if you look at like the state of Indiana loves basketball. Hoosier State, they love it, right?
They're almost like a Mecca
OKC too, like they don't have a professional team out there.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so that's
it's like OKC is everything to them.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
they kind of, them in Indiana, they kind of got like that college feel.
Yeah.
I agree with that one. I agree with that one.
So it's just like you got that mixed with like how big these superstars are like becoming. So it's like maybe it's not fun. Like we're going from Indiana to Oklahoma, right? From like a marketing standpoint or whatever. Or it could be whatever, but it's like in terms of like love for basketball, fan base, you know what I'm saying, growing, rising superstars, like that's fire. Because also it's showing that you can't just stockpile your team no more.
Fact.
The super team shit, that shit's
not
not working.
That shit's over.
You feel me? You can't see like
shit's over.
These are teams built through the draft, right? Like coaching matters, system matters. Like this is all ethical hoops. This is all making sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely
check
good
you out
for the purity of the
It's all ethical and making sense.
Hoops.
I like that.
Ethical
but
hoops,
I mean, for me, I guess,
you come to the dark side.
I'm a person that's mad simple. Nigga. I like what I like. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love my rivalries. I love that. But I've turned over a new leaf to say I want to see new shit. So
there you go.
You sound mad to say that.
Yeah, I do because I love rivalries, bro. It's what makes
But there is still some there though.
There is, but it's like you said, it's more player rivalries. You still got the Knicks and Pacers because they're good.
But the players is what like builds the team to build those rivalries. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
It's how they draw it up.
Like
and all
if
that.
the Celtics and Lakers both suck, like when they both suck, right? It wasn't like.
But they still tried to hype it up as best.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. But it's just like.
But think about the Celtics and the Knicks when the Celtics weren't that good, and the Knicks have not been that good for a while. So I'm talking like right before Jaylen Brown got there, right after the Paul Pierce trade.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
that's still a rivalry, but no one gave a fuck.
Nobody,
True.
Right. Nobody
True.
gave a fuck.
No one cared who was.
So it
that
only
shit.
you can only say
Do you give
when
a
it comes
fuck
out.
about if the Warriors play the Cavs tonight? Do you even give a fuck? Exactly, bro. Because the players. Bro.
Yeah,
Don't matter.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I mean, and when you put it like that, I guess you're right. But it's
And
true.
that became a rivalry. There's no way you.
I
play
mean,
a
you
team
might
4
want to
times
watch
in the
that now
finals.
because it's Jimmy, Steph. You know,
Even in football, look at football. Football's probably a better example because they're more rivalries than that. Like when the Bears was ass, you wasn't gonna watch a Bears and Vikings game.
But bro, okay, put it like this: the Lions were ass, but that didn't still stop you from watching them every fucking Thanksgiving.
I didn't have a choice.
But
that
that's
was a gun to my head.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, whatever contract they got locked in.
They locked
right?
that shit in
Yeah, they locked that
1925,
shit in.
nigga.
that's what happened.
And they've been there.
They said, nigga, fuck, nigga, the
Nigga
next
said, we
200 years, nigga,
we playing on
CPS.
Christmas.
Yeah, so it's like, yo.
It's just a cool thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
something-
player thing.
it's a
Player
new
make
time.
rivalries,
New
right?
time.
Yeah, because like, if the Thunder, let's say the Thunder and the Thunder and T-Wolves get back to the Western Conference Finals next year, like you're gonna probably start to look at that as a rivalry now but that's because of the players that they have. 2 years ago, we didn't give a fuck about neither one.
Right.
We didn't
Word.
care about them niggas playing.
Word.
each other.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
But that's
true.
how the Luka and D Book rivalry.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Same kind of thing.
So we just gotta wait on it, I guess, huh?
We'll come.
New things is coming. New things on arrival.
It's a new era. You know, they got to pass the torch.
It's
the
a
rivalries
new
got to get passed down.
day, and I'm feeling good. But our last thought before we get up out of here, man, I thought I'd throw some football in here.
Oh, shit.
This might be a little quick, though. Should the Steelers go after Kirk Cousins? They need a quarterback bad. You know, Mason Rudolph, their quarterback, they talking about Mason. They love Mason Rudolph. Yeah, fuck out of here.
That's horrible.
Wait till you play 3 games and that nigga thrown 6 picks and only 1 touchdown. Come on. Do you really love him? Exactly.
I'm not against Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk Cousins. He stole a lot of money from the league.
Yeah.
Shout
He absolutely
out Kirk
did.
Cousins robbing the league.
Shout out to his agent.
You know what I mean? Facts. And Kirk he does his thing sometimes. Majority of the time, except for the last season, he had a real down. I didn't think he was going to be so bad as he was last season. But I think he can still lead a team. I think the better signing would be an Aaron Rodgers.
Facts.
I think if they went and got Aaron, I think he might be able to make a little bit more of a difference. He had a way better season than Kirk Cousins did last year, and he also threw as many touchdowns as Josh Allen did. Obviously not as mobile, so he's not getting the same rushing touchdowns, but like he didn't have a bad year.
He didn't have a bad
year. His
year.
team was trash,
Yeah.
but he didn't have a bad year himself. It's
I
not
mean,
all
that's
his
who they
fault.
really want, Aaron Rodgers.
So like I think
they're waiting on that though.
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? They got to see where everything falls. But
Facts.
that's what I would be. If I was them, I'd go all in on trying to get Aaron. Fuck the Kirk Cousins wave.
You
'Cause,
feel
like,
me?
That might make y'all. I know they want to win over there. They always want to put Tomlin in a perpetual hot seat for some reason. I don't know fucking why, but they do.
Might be time for him to get some fresh air though.
It might, but I think that Aaron Rodgers at least instills them at least a decent season.
Fact.
I don't know where Kirk Cousins is right now.
Yeah, that's true. And he got replaced by a rookie.
Come on now. Aaron just got kicked out because he's Aaron. Some people get tired of dealing with that diva shit.
Facts. He a
From a
mini Brett
40-year-old.
Favre, low key.
He is.
He a mini
He learned
Favre.
from him. He learned from the best.
For word.
And now he getting hold around just like Brett did at the end of his
On
season.
dogs.
At the end of his career.
On dogs. What's your thoughts on it?
Um,
You think they should go after Kirk Cousins?
I would say if they didn't trade George Pickens, I would say yeah, because like.
But they got DK Metcalf.
Yeah, but.
Bro, George Pickens ain't that nice. Man.
Nah, but I'm just
I think
saying.
it's
Like,
making it like he's
just
mad
saying,
nice.
Nah, I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that he's mad nice, but I'm just saying like just having 2 like good receivers on the boundary makes a quarterback's life like a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins, obviously he's a game manager, so I feel like it'd be easier. He'll be in a better situation if he had 2 guys that he could get the ball to and whatever schemes they drew up. I don't know who else is in that offensive locker room, but I would say they need a game changer. I don't think they need a game manager. Yeah. I don't think Kirk is the guy for that. Kirk should have never left Minnesota. I get it. I mean, he went after the bread, but and shit like that.
He fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up. He
fucked
definitely
up.
did, because he had 2 studs out there.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
They definitely look what they did for Sam Darnold.
Yeah, exactly.
Good cheese.
Exactly.
He up in Seattle now.
So
He gonna chill over there and be all right.
Yeah.
But I mean, Steelers need a quarterback.
They do.
You feel me? If it's me, and I'm the GM, get him in here. Let's see what he talking about. Let's see what it is. Yeah, the motherfucker throw picks, but we could fix that. You know what I'm saying? We could get dunk and dink. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it real simple for him. You know, more rely on our running game. You know what I'm saying? And he's a quarterback that can at least win you games. You know what I'm saying? He can win you games.
In that division, though, it's tough.
It is tough, but if you go run heavy.
I don't believe in their run game. That might be a segment for a different time.
Najee's not there no more. Najee's in L.A.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Najee is.
That's why I don't believe in their run game. They think
but homie that played behind Najee was tough.
But it's,
come on, stop saying. You know you had him on the waiver wire. You was trying to grab him.
I did pick him up sometimes.
Come on.
But my issue with him is I just feel like it's going to be the same thing that we saw with the Cowboys. So they thought Zeke and
Pollard,
exactly. They thought Pollard was going to be the guy because every time he came in after Zeke and he got more yards. It's because they didn't have the scheme for him. They didn't know what he was going to do as a star running back. And also, some guys aren't built for that.
Facts.
Some guys are built for backup roles and playing third down and screens and shit like that. That's just
like Darren Sproles,
right?
Nigga knew his role.
You know what I mean? Some niggas know their roles, and that's what I think his role. I think it's gonna be like that, and I think he did well because they always loaded the box for Najee, and if Najee wasn't there, they could play back.
Facts.
He can run and get 5 to 7 yards, so it's gonna be better. Even though Najee is fucking his yards from scrimmage is always fucking terrible. He gets like 3, so it's like that was always bad. So I know they were always gonna look to go better. But
did he go to Alabama?
Roll Tide, yes sir.
Yeah, Najee. Yeah.
Well, Alabama running back.
But the problem, I feel like they can't rely on the running game. So I feel like you need, like you said, you can't have a game manager with no run game. So I feel like you got to go big. So you got to have a quarterback that's more complete at this time. Aaron Rodgers is more complete.
And they just like, I feel like they just, I mean, they got a great defense. You know what I mean? Like T.J. Watt, he's gonna do what he got to do. Every year he's one of the best defensive players, but I just don't see it happening. Not in that division. Baltimore 2 times, the Browns 2 times, the Bengals 2 times.
Browns suck though.
Yeah, but it's a division game, so they always
you never know.
Yeah,
exactly.
You never know how it's gonna go.
Like, you know what I mean? And then the AFC as a whole, I don't really see them. Definitely don't see them making out of there. They're in the same position that they've been in for years. Aaron Rodgers might be the best option for them with DK. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
They should have drafted Shador.
Definitely.
I don't know why you have no quarterback right now.
Mason Rudolph is crazy.
Unless he shocks us all.
Yeah, he gonna have to shock
but
us
I doubt he will.
Absolutely.
He gonna have to have one of those. What's the old boy from the Vikings last year?
Sam Darnold.
He gonna have a Sam Darnold type of year.
And he don't got Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson ain't walking through them doors.
I mean, they don't really got. I mean, they got the same offensive coordinator. Or they got a new one.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if their offensive coordinator really dial anything up. That's like, like you got DK. Like, don't get me wrong, DK. Like he's physically like he's a specimen. He's a great athlete, but like I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, ain't gonna do it.
I think he's a great athlete. I think he's a greater athlete than he is receiver.
Yeah, I could slightly see that.
No bullshit.
I can slightly see that.
I mean, like he definitely physical as shit. You could scheme some shit up to get him the ball, but him just breaking niggas down all day off routes and shit.
Oh yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. And you could kind of force, now you could double team him.
Yeah.
Who's on the other side? Who gives a fuck? Yeah. He want to be physical. Let him push 2 niggas now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. We'll see what you.
Yeah, let's see. You know what I'm saying? Running back, you know what I mean?
We'll see.
Keying on this guy.
Not, like you said, he's an athlete, but he's not like. To like AJ Brown is also an athlete, but he also got like elite hands.
Yeah, he got elite hands.
And he can route run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it takes him to that next level. Where, Where DK is kind of just an athlete to a point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like a route.
He really doesn't do nothing special.
Yeah, no, route running is definitely different
than his thing.
You know what I mean? Like you could get better at route running, but there's some niggas that just.
That's why Tyler Lockett was there for so long because he was a route guy.
Yeah, he knows how to get open. Right?
Definitely knows
knows
how to get open.
So it's like you got. Nah, man. So I think they're in hot water. I mean, Mike Tomlin, he always gonna get you over 500. So you know what I'm saying. He keep his streak alive.
With Mason Rudolph.
Next year's I know it's a long time away, but next draft is like a quarterback heavy draft. So maybe there's something there. Maybe they trade a guy. I don't feel like they're gonna get Rodgers. I feel like if they were gonna get him, they would get him by now. Like it's May.
Nah, they waiting on him. All he has to do is make his decision whether he's retiring or he's playing.
So he's gonna just show up right before camp in July.
Just like he always does.
But that's why. That's why
niggas don't want him on the team.
That's why he don't win.
Exactly.
That's true. That's why he's not the best 12.
And like you say, he followed the same thing from Brett Favre. What did
I'm
Brett
telling
Favre do? He was doing the same shit with
when
the
I
Jets.
watched that Untold shit, even though it was weak,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, this nigga remind me of Aaron. This nigga just act like Aaron, nigga.
Aaron followed
It's
the
just,
same.
yeah,
Same
it's just
shit.
Aaron ain't out here, you know what I'm saying, throwing himself on women. You know what I'm saying? He's smooth enough to get them, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Sorry, Brett.
Also robbing Mississippi
Yeah.
for fucking all the government money.
You don't let me catch you. You know what? Cool. It's
It's
on
all
wax. You good. You go with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's all smoke for Brett.
It's all smoke for Brett, though. I don't fuck with you. But I would never do nothing to you. And you know, man, that's a wrap for episode 13 with the guys, man. T3MU TV Sports Show. How'd y'all feel about today's episode?
Smooth. I felt like we went through a lot of takes today. Even though, like, I feel like it was we almost thought in our heads it was gonna be a shorter show. I feel like we tackled a lot of stuff.
Nah, we did. We definitely did.
We went into some depth into some topics.
We definitely went deep into some shit, which I didn't expect. But
shit.
I finally got used to these damn mics, and hopefully, maybe another episode I'll get used to them. It's still a little weird, but
Facts.
Yo, first quarter update, 3 minutes left, 3 minutes, 43 seconds. It's 31-29. Pacers are up. Halliburton got 12. Brunson got 12. So it looked like they going back and forth.
It's gonna be.
I like it.
It's gonna be one of those games
Halliburton's
tonight.
3 for 3. He's 3 for 3 and got 12 points.
But he shoot off.
What the hell? What the hell?
5 assists, 4 rebounds.
I like it.
Oh, he's fucking killing now in the first quarter.
Killing me.
Y'all trying to talk J Kid, bro. Listen, I'm saying great episode. Remember where y'all heard it first, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Dog.
make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man, and see y'all next episode. Peace. That's a wrap. That's a Rizap.